been a lot of great things I already said coming from the women, about women, about each other, about this. Let me say it again, what was the plan to be about women? It was not finished. God made the man because he said it's not good for man to be alone. It's not good. He made a male and a female from all the other animals, even the trees, all the plants, everything. And then he said, he made man. He said, well, at first he thought it'd be good enough just for the man to be by himself, but then God looked at it and said, no, it's not good. The man should be alone. So he made him a helper. So a woman. Man was never the same after that. Literally. Yeah. You can take it many ways, but it's never the same after that. Female. Adam said, this is not bone of my bone, and flesh of my flesh, she shall be called. The man with a woman able to carry the seed that the man had. Thank God for the women. Thank God for the mothers. But in Titus chapter 2, it says, but speak thou the things that become sound doctrine. Verse 2 says that the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith, in charity, and in patience. And how is that going to happen? 9 times out of 10, that's going to happen because of a woman, because of a mother. And the mother, a lot of times, was a solid rock in the house. And a whole lot of our houses, mama was solid. Daddy's a lot of time wasn't even there. Now today we call him my baby daddy. This is all he is my baby daddy. He ain't even around, but my baby daddy. Baby daddies. Back then, it was daddy because daddy was home in the house. So we grew up, our father in our house. Until 1979, November of 1979, when he passed away. And I remember the instruction of the father was always talking about our mother. We were talking about, he always called her Hen. Hen. You remember you called her Hen? Hen, you know when Hen gets there, gotta do this. When Hen gets here, things ain't right. She's gonna be flattered now. And it said, listen, that the aged women likewise, that they be their hair is becoming holiness, or holy women, not false accusers, not giving too much wine, teachers of good things. When he said, women teach, instruct in that house. That woman is the house builder. In the house, she's the house builder. The husband is the band leader, but she's the builder in that house. She's building that house. There's nothing worse than a mother that turns down her own house with her own hand, turns down her children. I mean, I'm gonna tell you nothing. Hell has no fear like a woman scorned. I said, amen on that one. But it said, let that aged woman teach. Let her teach. Let her instruct. Let her teach the things about this house. And listen, and when you find a woman that's in Christ, and she is in love with Christ, and she is in Christ, what she brings to that family is such foundational structure that can be matched by men. It can be matched by men. Men are out here trying to figure out how they are all working. Putting his hand on the mom, making sure everything all right now. Make sure the kids stay. Making sure that the food is good. Make sure that the house is good. You know, men really got married. He said this. I'll take care of the outside. This is myself. Take care of the inside. We lifted that head to the point where sometimes I don't wash dishes. And then sometimes I do wash dishes. Rita came outside a little bit, tried to mow a little bit, but that didn't last too long. I stayed the mow. Sometimes I'm in the house doing the inside. Gary Hathaway said I got to do my woman's work. Listen, if we're going to teach women, get off all that wine. She got me on my wine. It says not to, don't give people too much wine. Too much. Don't get too much. Well, how do you know you got too much? When you start slurring your speech.
Yeah, that's right.
And you coming into stuff. You had too much.
Too much.
2, stand bar measurements and 24 period. You won't have too much. Standard bar measurements. And if it's liquor, shot. If it's beer, bottle. Wine cooler. Leave the MD 2020 alone.
You ain't kidding there.
Oh!
I heard that.
But it said that's too much. Listen, we gotta understand. In the culture, when he's writing it, the Jewish people had wine with their meals. That was part of the culture. And now he's telling them, hey, listen, you can drink your wine, but don't drink too much. Our problem is we drink too much, but we've never been taught what enough is.
Amen.
We go overboard, we abuse it. Next thing you know, we become alcoholics, we become sick.
Right. That's right.
We put that chemical in, and the alcohol is a chemical. And your body is made up of chemical. You have biochemistry to your body. And if you keep putting too much alcohol in, you're going to change your biochemistry.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to become addicted to alcohol to where your body now has to have it.
Yeah. Right.
That's when we get the alcoholism is a disease.
That's right.
Because it changes your chemistry in your body. Do some of my training, I've learned that. I teach you how to drink respectfully, biblically. I personally don't drink, choose not to, but I'm not telling you can't. I'm telling you don't get too much.
Mm-hmm.
The Bible is against drunkenness.
Mm-hmm.
It's not against drink. It's against drunkenness. Drunkenness is not tolerated in any culture. So they teach.
Amen.
This is verse 4. They teach the young women to be sober. See, here we go again. Sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed. Mamas is to teach. Mama's your job to teach and instruct. And you need to learn the difference between discipline and punishment. Punishment is all for you. Discipline is that you instruct the person from the inside in the way you want them to go. That's discipline. From the inside, you instill and you instruct those people and those kids that are in your house the way they should go. And the Bible teaches us to bring them up in the fear of the Lord and the admonition of the Lord. It says train them up in the way they should go when they won't depart from it. That teaching will always be there. They cannot depart from the teaching. They may not follow it, but they can't depart from it because they can't get rid of it. It's going to be in there. It's like eggs and cornbread, my pastor said all the time. Once you mix that egg up in that cornbread, you can't get it out. You might as well cook it, eat it. Egg and all, Prego, right? Prego, it's in there. Once it's mixed in there, you can't get it out. And once you put it in there, the instruction of the Lord inside of a child, that instruction will never leave that child. It's an uncorruptible or uncorruptible seed that you can't kill. I don't care if they're on drugs, alcohol, less of whatever they're doing. That word will still be in there. It says you instruct them and you put that in them. Let me tell you something. There's nobody better as far as family-wise to do that than mom. That don't mean that daddy don't teach. That don't mean that daddy doesn't instruct. But that mama, I believe God gave her that grace for that. That's the part when God took out a man, that rib, and made that woman, he put that in her. And now she's got that part. She's more sensitive. She's not intuitive a lot of times. What's going on with daddy? Sometimes daddy's hard-headed. Sometimes he wore out. He can't do it. But mama gonna learn. She's gonna point. Mm-hmm. When she's really at home and she's really there with the family, she's gonna point almost all the time. Can't fool mama. Hello. And he got full of God got somebody around the corner. Come and tell her. Like Frank Summers. Come going on. Hey, oh, Charles, your kid, blah, 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 blah. Bring it home. Bring it. You coming back home to mom and daddy. He just might as well go get the switch and bring it on in. And sometimes I just say, hey, look, I'm taking mine first, like I'm going over. I'm going to go. You wouldn't know it's coming to you. I'll just get ready for it. Prepare. Get ready to get all this beat off of you. Proverbs chapter 3. Come on, I'm just talking to you about mama today. Proverbs chapter 3. Just for a little bit longer here, okay? Listen, I remember so well when I first got coming to the church back in 1982. I remember that when we had, back then they had what we called church mothers. Anybody familiar with church mothers? Yep. Sister Gunter was one back in the day. Sister Gunter was one of them kind that just said, you don't straighten up in church if she was around. Come here. Come here. I'm talking to you next to the little, you deal with crying because church, a long time church. That's a long time church. In the church. Like a mama, they call church mama. The church mother. She mothered the church. I think it might have a little abuse in it. Sister Claire wasn't that type. She was different church mama. She got her point across when God and the Spirit moved upon her. She stepped up. She got a point across. She walked down through that church. Everything quiet. Men and all. And attention to the word that was coming forward out of her mouth. She was good to me, for me as a church mother, because she took me in. She began to instruct me and teach me in the word of God. That's why I say, when I read this, I want to read it from a standpoint of where I think it's coming to me, okay? About the moms, or about the women. In Proverbs chapter 3, verse 13, it says, happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold. Now listen, she, everybody say she. She. It said she. Now listen, when you see wisdom, pretty much all through the book of Proverbs, it's always from the standpoint of feminine, from the standpoint of female. You see, it says she. It says get wisdom, get understanding. She is better than silver. She is better than gold. If you have a particular female in your life that knows the way of the kingdom, that knows the ways of the world, and have been instructed in the church and have known about outside of the church house, she's better than silver and gold. You said let the aged women teach. Let them aged mothers have been through some things, and been through some storm and weather some storm. Sometimes they're even in the natural sense, when animals are young, they don't know how to weather storms. They don't know how to ride out a storm. A lot of times, even in the water, they'll drown. Even animals that live in water will drown when they don't know how to ride out a storm. But when you find one that has rode through a storm, when you find one that's been through a hurricane, been through a tsunami, and they rode it out and they went through it, they know the way.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, there's some storms, there's some tsunamis of life. There's some hurricanes and tornadoes of life. But when you find a mother, when you find a woman that has went through something, that has been through something, and have weathered it and come through on the other side, they know the way. And when you find one of them, it says, she is better than silver. She is better than gold. And I've come to tell you today that, listen, those are the people that God put up on them femininity. They are women that know how to weather storms. They can tell you how to go through a storm and teach you how to go through a storm. They said, she's better than silver. She's better than gold. Now listen to me. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have biological children or not to be one of these people. Sometimes we take for granted, or we don't really see women or men who have never had children and think that they can never father or mother a child. That's not true. They can, just through the fact that they've been on planet Earth as long and they've been through some stuff. They've seen some hard times and some rough times, but they're still here. And they're still functioning human beings. And they're still on the planet making a difference. They can father and they can love it and they can teach somebody something. It said this, her merchandise, then the merchandise of silver and the gain thereof of gold. She is more precious than ruby. And all the things thou canst desire are not to be compared with her. Listen, length of days is in her hand, and in her left hand riches and honor. Listen, wisdom is in length of days. Listen, let me tell you something. I know for a fact that some of the things that our mother taught us when we were growing up kept us out of certain places.
I heard that. Oh, yeah.
When they would say to me, like my classmates would say, Paul, you really didn't get in a whole lot of trouble with the police, did you? No. You know, I didn't meet the police. We had mom at home. I don't know about this.
Yeah, I know.
The police didn't have to worry about getting us.
I heard that.
Hello. Police didn't have to worry about it. I saw Lynette, the coach, and she was talking about phone. When we was all drinking back in the 8th grade, you never did. Were you scared of the law? I wasn't scared of the police. We didn't get that far. But you know, when I got home, we get your back, you know. I don't think so. Gonna beat my back. All they gonna do is call mom and daddy, then they're gonna go home. Then we're gonna get the real police and they're gonna start acting. At home. When they say go get out there, get this shit right now.
Where you at? Better get the right hand.
You get going too tough, I'll stop you. There was some wisdom in it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, there was wisdom in it. Her counsel had wisdom in it. You ain't gonna run with that crowd. Because you run with that crowd, you get in trouble, guess what? You gonna do it. You ain't gonna be hanging out over there. But kiss you over there, I'm gonna beat all off of you. If y'all didn't grow up like that, we grew up like that. That woman, that mother, that instruction, that intuitiveness, that intuition that is in her. Know ahead of time. Something going down, something going on. Come here. I remember we was working on Boron, and I remember my old partner digging was running his mouth in the back seat of the car with his mom. We just found out. Next thing I know, a head come back like this. I ain't gonna say who his mama is. I don't know his mama. Hey, we're 20-some years old. We ain't no 13, 14 years old. We're 20. He's out of school, grown man, running his mouth. Next thing I know, he ain't come back up to see like. I'm watching it go down. I'm sitting in the car. Hello. Get out of here. You're not gonna get my head cracked. Hey, he's 20 plus. But mom, he kept running his mouth to mama. Mom's trying to give you some wisdom today, boy. You running your mouth today, you keep running your mouth, guess what's gonna happen? You'll get yourself in trouble. So mama took some stuff out of it. Hey, buddy, you can't run your mouth. You ain't no mouth. Shut your mouth. Listen, she's more precious than rubies. And all the things thou can desire are not to be compared unto her. Listen, length of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand riches and honor. Do you not know when Abraham truly got blessed? When he became the father of many nations, when God blessed him, you know what happened? It didn't truly happen until Sarai got her name changed to Sarah. When he got the hey on the end of her name. Sarai was her name. But then he changed it to Sarah. Abraham began to explode after the name change. Spread it for yourself. Listen, there's something that God put in the woman to make a man and his what he does on earth explode. There's something about the mom. There's something about the woman. And let me tell you something. Those of you that grew up in a house where mama has some intuitiveness and mama has some intuition, happy. If you didn't grow up that way, do you not know that God got a hold of some of us and put up on us the recommendation? He said, I need you to serve your mothers and fathers. So many people don't honor what God did to people, what God does to people, what God does to a woman. You get around a woman, a godly woman like that, you need to honor that. You need to honor that so much because maybe you missed some things through your own biological, but God will bring it back around and give it to you through the ministry of a surrogate mother or father. In this case, it's a surrogate mother. He'll give you a surrogate mother. I heard a lot of them stand there and say today, when I gave up on myself, I don't read it. You didn't give up on me. When I gave up, didn't want to make it, you didn't give up on me. When I needed a mom, you was a mom. When I needed a friend, you was a friend. I heard you say it today. You need to honor that, what God did. You need to, when God makes you come so close to somebody like that, you need to honor that individual like that. The Bible talks about give honor to whom honor is due. Yeah. Listen, if you succeed with your life, it's going to be because of the person you choose to honor. If you fail with your life, it's going to be because of the person you chose to dishonor. It all comes back to the honor. And I'm telling you, when Sister Claire was sitting at that table, when I come in the house, she would ask me, do you want to get the Bible out today? But I walk in the door, you want to get the Bible. Whichever way I chose is the way she always went. If I would say, not today, didn't touch the Bible. But if I say, yep, I'm ready for some learning, she goes, you know where the Bibles are, go get them. Come on. She's sitting down at that table, we studied about right in the midst. If you knew what they think about Sister Claire's house, all the people ran now. And we would sit down at the table in the midst of all the chaos and all the people running in and out, the kids banging the door, banging and cooking. And we sit there and we'd be in that Bible. She just had a smile on her face. Be so happy that somebody was pulling her out. More than her own kids. And they tell you, if they be honest with you, they know for it. That was true. She's more precious. Look at the age. She taught me. Listen, but the first thing she taught me is, Brother Paul, if you go to the top of the mountain overnight, which way do you got to go? She taught me. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. Take your time. And my pastor would say from the pulpit all the time, wait on God. Wait on the grace. What God has for you, nobody can get your eyes. Right. Right. Length of days, riches. I may not have a lot of silver and gold, but I think I'm rich because I have people around me. Hello? Come on. I think that's one of the richest things you can have with people. In my life, every time I've ever seen somebody get off by themselves, they always went crazy. They get eccentric or something, they just, if something ain't right. You know what? I'm talking about bodies. I'm talking about women. You have something that the world needs. We need you. Stand in your place in your feminine anointing. I don't need you being masculine. I used to tell my culture women when I started really growing up and understanding, I used to tell them all the time, listen, I don't need you being masculine. I'm masculine. You be feminine. You put feminine and masculine together. That's what makes it beautiful. It's not masculine and masculine. It's not feminine and feminine. That to me, that's a perversion. Lay it down. I really started working in the church and started really pastoring the church. I had to tell that into the church, to the masculine women in the church. Hey, daddy's here now. Get into femininity. That's right. I wasn't a slam. Women were taking into the slam. Like, we don't love you, man. No, listen. I've seen you become hard. I've seen you become callous. I've seen you become with no feelings and no natural affection because you had to be mama and daddy. That does make a person hard. When they got to be mama and daddy in a situation, one of the hardest people on the planet that have to live up to the planet is a single person with children in the house. But they have to be the disciplinary, they have to be the lover at the same time, they have to love them and discipline and all of that at the same time. And we wouldn't have that if you women would just close the candy store. That's right. Amen. Hello. You women have the best name that the man looking for on planet Earth. Yeah. How did they get with me? Listen to these words. If he can't fly with you, he can't lie with you. Quit coming down being a chicken when you're supposed to be an eagle. That's right. Come down being a chicken and any old yard bird gonna get you. That's right. Get on up there where the eagles are. No yard bird up there. No eagles up there, baby. You keep coming down to the chicken yard. And I don't want you to have an ego. Because you're women of high stature. You're women who are eagle women. Quit coming down, fooling around with these old yard birds, doing all that crow stuff and that yard bird stuff. They ain't about nothing but just crowing. Can't get up and get you a fish the day you want one. Can't go out and find you everything one. Why they can't fly very far? You gonna see them strut out there, stuff around at the old yard, but he's just strutting, ain't going nowhere. When he fight a little bit from that eagle, get on up there, baby, he can take it. Hey, honey, storm's coming. I see it miles away. Let's prepare. Why? Because it's an eagle. You y'all bring me alone. Man, look how pretty boy, they're all prettied up. I mean, I'm used to pretty. He's still gonna shut this stuff. Only fighting yard birds. He ain't come when he gets whooped, he try to hide his head, go tuck his head somewhere. Why? They know you get that head, you got it. That's why they cut the cones on them. We should cut them cones off. I know we should do it. Cut them cones off and fight them bugs. Sorry about that. Y'all gonna take things activists, I'm in trouble. Jerry's just on the table. Jerry, I told you to monitor me, maybe. Okay. I used to do it. Disclaimer, used to do it. Listen, verse 18. She is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her, and happy is everyone that retaineth her. And she's this woman, you're a tree of life. Some of you become a dead tree because you're dealing with dead folks. But you're a tree of life. Women, you're a tree of life. A mother's a tree of life. She brings life to you. Listen, I noticed that when a mama's right in her mind, even though daddy's not there, she still brings life to that family. Mm-hmm. She still brings life to those children, to those people around her, friends around her. She brings life to them. But she ain't lost everything. But when she's weathering those storms and come through, God, that's kind of where I know I'm talking about that, but kind of where I look at the world today. I look at how you still got your daddies. And you need to honor that. You need to honor. That's why my mom would call me 12 o'clock a day, 3 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the night. She'd say, well, you want to bother you, let us look. You my mama. You can't bother me. Who you gonna bother? He just looked and picked me up. I said, what? So you gotta go to work? What time is it? 12 o'clock? I gotta be at work. Can you come get me? Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. And then she says, thank you. I'm like, you don't have to thank me. You don't have to thank me. I'm gonna do it. No matter what, rain, sleet, snow, so I don't want to come out snow. She called me. Come out. Have to talk about it. I don't care who my brother and sister. They won't talk about it. And my son, we'll talk about it. And I'm gonna take care of mom. And my mom only got one like that. When she's gone, she's gone. Yeah. One.
Mhm.
She's not here. We can physically interact with her again like that. No, you can do it in your memory. But physically, you can't cook her fish no more. You can't go out and cook fish and do this and that and bring it to her when she's gone. You got her here, honor her.
Amen.
Honor her. Well, she was in all that good. I don't care. Listen, she gave you the greatest thing could ever give you, life. But what are you going to do with your life? It's going to make a difference where you'll start in life. I told you it's all about your finish. And you have everything to do with your finish. You had nothing to do with your start, but you got everything to do with your finish. That's on you. She's a tree of life. I know we're talking about wisdom, but listen, I'm telling you for me, wisdom is the woman. The woman or the mama is the wisdom on the planet. I learned a lot from women. Just sit and listen to them, watch them. I like to talk to women, older women. I like to sit and talk to them. But I've learned a lot about how a man should be. That's why sister like to talk. How a man should be. One thing she taught me, brother Paul, the hardest thing for me to ever do was submit to my husband. She taught me. She submitted. She started getting around the church and started hearing man to him. I said, I would come home and say, did you hear that? I said, finally, she taught me. I said, you know why? That's God order. I'll say it again. That's God's order. That's the kingdom order. And all you women quit trying to override and take the man. All you men quit being, and my pastor used to say that his pastor was talking about being breath and britches. We are a bunch of breath. Don't get out and do something. Get them lead the thing. Don't lead the thing. That's what they taught me when I grew up in the church. They talk about it all the time. You got to lead this thing. Breath and britches. That's the terminology they use for us. When I grew up, wisdom. Over to Proverbs chapter 4, we're going to be done right through it, okay? Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And with all thy getting, get an understanding. Again, wisdom is the principal thing. Listen, a woman is the principal thing. Men, in our families, in our relationships, that women a lot of times will tell you it's time to take off. Readers tell me all the time, you know what? We got to get out of here for a while. Towards me, I still got my nose to the ground. I ain't want to do nothing. I just want to listen. It's time to get out of there. When I finally listen and go somewhere, all I want to do is follow my life. Amen. She said, it's time to go. It's time to get out. Shut it down. And I want to turn it up. She's saying, shut it down. I want to turn it up. Shut it down. I want to turn it up. Shut it down. Turn it down. That's why they need to be honored. Truly. That's why our women folk, Andy Griffith, talked about the open women folk. And Opie was saying, we got them females, didn't we, Paul? Okay, go back and shut it down. Because who the women are. Listen, I'm telling you, there's going to be some wisdom that a woman has that all of us need. Wisdom that mama has, all of us need. And y'all know what I'm talking about. I know some of her philosophies, the way they put it, may seem a little contrary, like hound dogs fighting with sun shade stuff and everything else and everything. But y'all got the point, right? Heal family. Because Mama said it. At least Will Thomas said Mama said it. Proverbs 4 verse 8, exalt her, listen, exalt her, she shall promote thee, she shall bring thee to honor when thou doest embrace her. When we embrace the woman and what God has given her, I know he's talking wisdom, but I believe there's a wisdom in the women that we all need to embrace and listen to. A lot of times we don't want to listen to women, right, Amy? Right, you ain't saying it. Some of y'all ain't saying it. Y'all know it's true. You don't want to listen to nothing the Lord has to say. Sometimes you need to shut your mouth and then Jesus said, and listen. And when you listen, you will hear wisdom coming forth. When you listen, you will hear some wisdom coming forth. And it will exalt you. And it will bring you to a place of honor. The Bible teaches when you go over and read the Proverbs 31 woman. It talks about what she does for the family, what she does for the men, even the husband. You go check it out. It says, she will exalt you. Verse 9, she shall give to thy head an ornament of grace, a crown of glory shall she deliver to you. Listen, I believe that this wisdom here, again, for me, I believe that it has to do with women. Because it's always, if you look at it, it says she. She will, she will, she will, she will. It's always feminine. That's the feminine side of God. Mm-hmm. The woman. Because it said God made them, male and female. They be them. He said, let us make man in our image and our likeness. So the feminine side of God was the wisdom. And he put it in the middle. So that when it comes together, it's supposed to be the most beautiful thing on planet Earth. We're not in competition with one another. We complete one another. Yeah. That's what a man and a woman, they complete each other. We're complete. That's right. That's the greatest. If you want to have the greatest move on planet Earth, you get a man and a woman together, and they get on the same page, and they start walking this thing together. You're going to see a thing of beauty. Yeah. The trouble is getting two on the same page. Hello. Good. And what needs to happen in a church such as this? There needs to be a lot of prayer going forth for godly men to come into this particular fellowship. Because if we don't get that, we're going to have a dilemma. We kind of got a dilemma. More women than men. Up at Heartland, it's the opposite way. They got more men than women. I talked to Pastor Charlie about it not too long ago. He told me, we got more men. We got more women than men. Maybe we ought to get together. Hello? With understanding that if you find somebody in the group that you might want to like, come talk to the pastor going to talk to that pastor, and we'll find out. You know so-and-so, yeah. What think about that? I don't know the eyes of that person. Nah, and you know what? You don't want to meet them. They got some eyes like Jermaine and Maria when they saw each other. They married today, happily married, with all the prophets in the family. Hello? I can't tell you who to marry. Tell me who you want to marry, and I'll see if there's somebody that might want to marry you. That's in fact right good. Protection. I don't want just any old yard bird flying up in me among these eagles and bringing you down to a yard bird status. Come on. It didn't happen. The old yard I told you, they looking all pretty, all stuck and looking all pretty. And he can't even fall off the ground where everybody get on up. Woo! Look at him going.
They can peck real good.
Scratching around in the ground. You get one, or you're going to get it scratched around and stuff.
Hand peck.
Get you 5 miles. We'll get you a fish and bring your fish back if you want one. You can go get you a rabbit, bring you a rabbit back. You can go get you a young goat and bring you one back. Hey, I've seen them take down animals, eagles. I'm about to give up for the day.
What the man need? J-O-B.
Women, you have some.
J-O-B.
If I can ever get women to understand, you have to be able to afford. Hold the key, but you gotta stop at Kohl's candy store. They can work for it. Don't get the surface. Make them dig down. You a diamond. Make them dig for this diamond. You gonna get this diamond, you gonna dig for this diamond. All they're doing now is just scratching the surface. Pretty. Okay.
I'm done.
Oh, yeah, you're so pretty. Somebody pretty. No! They can scratch down and down, find out. Hey, when the chips are down, man, can you take care of me and my kid? Hey, can you go and get a job, take care of a job? Hey, can you put some food on the table? Can you pay the bill? And the man's coming to the house. You gonna stand up there, man, or you gonna stand behind me and be a cream pie?
That's my problem.
You stand, you go to the door, man. And you're always shooting you to the door. You only one got to handle all the business. You got a cream pie.
Come on.
That's what I'm talking about. You ought to have the cream squeezed out of your pie. It's time. It's going down. We're supposed to be the one going down.
That's right. Come on.
I'm going to get everybody back. I got it. All of the yard birds scratching. And then you are going to scratching. I want to go off on that, but I know I can't go off on that. I know I'm talking about mamas. I know maybe I want to hear mama today, but I'm tell you something, I'm talking about mama today. My mama and daddy taught us to go to school and get education. Why would you even want a man, a person who ain't even got an education?
True. True.
And you can't even get a high school job. No education. Because I'm telling you, they come looking all pretty enough, hair tied down, laid back to the side. Elevators you say they walk around jingling change and like they got money, they got money for change. Elevators break it down to us, you know what I mean? He break it down to us. And don't be going to people that look at pull out money and they got a little 20 or a little 5 wrapped around a whole lot of ones and they got money. He taught us that stuff. You know what? Make sure they got hundreds. When you look through those money folders, and you're looking at it, you know how y'all women are. Y'all be eating stuff out. Don't check it out. Like, y'all ain't checking that. You check it out.
Real job.
Yeah, real job. Real job. Look, if he's working 10 hours a week, 15 hours a week, ain't no real job. Get your backside out there and get a 40-hour job. Bring some money in the house. You're living off me. Listen, they should not be living off no man should be living off no woman.
That's right.
Get your backside up, make them work. Get on out of here and get a job. You want me? Hey, ask the question. Can you come pick me up? I ain't got a car. Hey, ask another question. Can you take me out to a real restaurant? I ain't talking about Mickey D's dollar thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that kind of thing. You don't want that man. That's a boy. And he's going to do boy stuff. Every male may be male, but every male is not a man.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
It's like every female.
That's how the preachers talk to others. Oh, going to the church, young men going to the church. Pastor talking to me. Pastor, what you bring back at home? You take it. So maybe it's my job to take care of the kids. Mom's job is to make sure that she's the peace
I feel it.
You go work, you go home, take your PJ with you. I stay out all hours of the night, driving all around the countryside, in a compilation truck, bring money home. Take care of that. I want to invite everybody babysit the kid, you take care of it.
That's right.
Listen, but you never understand that you're listening. Yeah, something that you got to put in there. I mean, push it down for knuckleheads. Let it spring out. And you get you a spring out man. You push it down for knuckleheads, you get the yard bird man. I'm not that long. I've seen it work like this. Settle for me, settle for me. Miserable. Just got a man. Just say I got him. Something about it. What did the Bible say that you get the man is the end all to all your problems? Some of y'all that I buried not too long ago, y'all don't bury that now, don't you, Ed? Basically, Ed and Frank. Y'all look at some guy look at those, I can't stand you. Jerry and Trace, I know you did. Wait, hold up, Ian was top. Hey, Ian.
Everything that Pastor's saying about the Yardbird and the eagle, to all you ladies or whatever, and the ladies that have our eagle, it's worth the wait. It really is. And I'm so thankful I have my
Back in the day, he was a beagle, now he's an eagle.
Big with the eagle.
That's what it meant to be big. Listen, God got a blessing for it. Nobody can get you a blessing. Nobody can get you a blessing. You know how to go. Because the tailor made for you. Now listen to me a little bit. When our kids are young, we need to pray for their mate. That God will bring somebody in their life that will be compatible. Even spirituality. God will bring somebody spirituality in their life. Do that when you go in your room at night and pray. God will bring somebody in their life that let them walk this spiritual walk with you. When I was the last one to find out about Whitney had a boyfriend. So give me some dates, they come. I was the last one. I was the last one. And when they was going to introduce me to Jerry kind of scared.
I will.
I'm talking to And we sit down and we had to talk. Now, he probably going to say something about the gun and all that. Right?
Yeah, he was going hunting. Hunting.
Which was bringing him to me. I met him at college first over there. Dad, Jerry asked me to know if I'm going to start dating. I said, you what? I'm not going to pick your finger. Okay? So in my mind, I had one requirement. One. So when me and him fight, then he come over to the house and we start playing shotgun on the porch and all that stuff. He probably rap sheet or something. I don't know. That had to be, so I wanted to come out and think the gun out there.
It was on
He
Thanksgiving.
said when he went to bed and he woke back up, I was still cleaning the gun. Maybe again, I don't remember. I did that. But when we sit down and talk, and I asked him about his church history, about spirituality. He said, I said, what church did you go to? He said, Assembly of God. Okay, we're on the same page. Guess what? You got my blessing. Why? Because they understand the Holy Ghost. I understand speaking in tongues. I understand that we fall out and we quake and we shake. Why? Because the Son of God at Pentecost. Sorry. That's what I grew up in. That's what I know. I know for a fact. My kids grew up in. They can't have that expression in the Holy Ghost, and they can't have that falling out, and that dance and that shout. And guess what? They gonna be in bondage. So when he told me they was shouting and dancing, and his grandfather was the pastor of the church in the Assembly of God, you're on the right page. The color of skin doesn't matter. It was that God background. Now we're all together, living together, hanging out. Can go away and spend time together, when fighting each other, heads off, fighting, fussing, arguing, thinking about, well, don't know about that old Holy Ghost stuff and all that stuff. Well, that's fine. That's important. It's important. You don't need a disciple of Christ. It's important. Because the Bible teaches us how to two walk together except they be agreed. You don't walk together with somebody. It's got to be agreed. You don't have that foundation in family. Then just a matter of time. You get that foundation, you can't be building new one on the right foundation. Now because the words of people praying for your neighbor, for your family, this is we need to pray. We need to be praying for your children. We need to be praying that they're already born, they're being born on planet Earth. At the same time your child is being born, start praying for them. Jane Williams got the same names. Guess what? God had him born. Jane on the road. Man, we about ready. I was 26 when I got married, so I ain't rushing. Got a little time left. Got about 3 years left. When you come into the kingdom of God, you're born again. You're a baby. Now we need to be praying for you. You choose to have baby. We need to be praying for your man to be born. If you're already born in Christ, not the same time as you, or they need to be born in Christ. You understand what I'm saying? If they're not in Christ, they're not for you. It's not gonna work. I don't see it trying to happen to me. You don't work. But they got to be in Christ. So now we got to pray. Now, as a father, mother, and as brothers and sisters, and now we're praying for God. If they so choose to have a baby, we'll be praying down into the family. I don't want to talk like that. I'm just trying to help you. Okay? My child will be done 20 years old. I'm talking about this. There's wisdom in mom. It's not as nobody else on the earth. There's wisdom in women. You know, the creature of you need to be releasing that wisdom. Release that wisdom. Let it come forth. And I'm telling you, the planet. Sometimes our lives are pretty tough right now. Our family, our parents, or whatever. But listen to these words. Somewhere within your lifetime, you have to forgive. I never be the best friend. I never had a relationship with them. But you have to forgive. Jesus teaches you. You're a follower of Christ. He said, forgive. No, Jesus said forgive. He said it's easy. Y'all gonna enjoy your day today. If you have mama here, enjoy your day. Okay? If at all possible, I realize sometimes it's not possible. But enjoy it. Enjoy the second love. People that live your life now, like I'm not bigger to you, enjoy it. Let that be part of what you do. Come on, let's y'all get mad at me about that chicken wing.
For no little chicken who has to run and jump and try to. Are you still recording? Yes.
It is of utmost importance that you recognize who you are in Christ. Right. And if people can't fly with you, listen, with the middle people, if they can't get up and fly with you, they can't fly with you. They told me, don't keep laying down with dogs while you're on the fields. I need to be up there. Stay on up there. You already know what's down the ground. You've been there. Time to go. Stay. Fly. Fly. Grab the hand of the person next to you. I pray that every woman in this place, Father, will recognize the grace that you've given them, the intuition that you've given them, the peace that you've given them. Father, I pray that they will come into a godly knowledge of who they are. The wisdom of mankind, a lot of times is wrapped up in our women folk, God. So, Lord, we honor you for the women. We honor you for those that are mothers on this particular day. We thank you for them. We bless you for the women. God, I pray that this day will be a blessed day for every mother, that they will recognize that it was a privilege to have children, because they are a gift from you. God, even those that don't have children, they still love her. They still mentor somebody else's children. I thank you especially for those people. Because God, that takes a special person to parent somebody else's child. I thank you. Honor you. God, as we go forth into this day, I ask you to be with every family, every male, every woman here today. All that we do, so glory and honor unto you. Be glorified, Lord Jesus. Let's thank you for making a woman female for us, compatible with, to live in harmony with. Thank you, Lord. Bless you. Thank you. Amen. Amen. Shake hands with one another. God bless you.